Formula 1, che spettacolo!
L'ossigeno che spinge a respirare è una ragione grande come il mare, come il mare.
La tiene bassa!
Tutto quello che ho.
Che magia!
Yes! We did it! Grazie.
Hello everyone, welcome to one of the most important parts of the season. It's Mexico Ultra Pole from Sebastian Campo and Davey Saracchiera. Donny Devendetto lines up alongside Thierry Headley, Tom Leon, Pablo Sierra, UK Ball, Revo, Max Adelaide, and to round off the top half of the grid, we've got Nick Leon in the bottom half, starting from Van Horn, Olsen, and Burstillo. Klein alongside from Blade of Dragon Sonic, Damian Castro, Dan Butler, and the final four people on the grid: Ivan Gorov, Lam Fong, Eduardo, and Baltasarov. So here we are for the Mexican Grand Prix. 5 red lights are out. And we go underway. Good start from Ultra. How Dave Saracchiera, what look out for, bringing upgrades into this race, already soaring up into P2. It's an incredible start for the Brazilian. As of now, Ocampo alongside as they head in towards the first corner. He gets ahead of Devendetto, and Saracchiera fighting with Ultra, and he's going to go down the inside. Ultra into the wall. The championship leader, he's also been hit by Devendetto. Tom Leon moves up into third. It's a Red Bull 2-3 right now, with Saracchiera leading the race. Of course, this race is a crucial one. It's a very chaotic one normally, so it'll be interesting to see how the cars can cope around this track. Especially when we get to the stadium section, that's where people start to struggle. As Butler gets a penalty, BDS also getting a penalty from earlier on. And Saracchiera now leading by 1 second to Ocampo and Tom Leon. And in the middle sector, Eduardo's hit the wall. Then Saracchiera, oh, he's hit the wall as well. The man who's second in the championship is stuck, and many other drivers flying off the track, but he's got no front wing. Ultra has survived also without a front wing. Devendetto gets a penalty, but causing a collision. He's the wrong way around. He's been hit by a Toro Rosso as well. Disaster for Mercedes on this first lap. And Saracchiera does finally get underway. Ultra hits, and Saracchiera also hit, as the yellow flags had came out in sectors 2 and 3 there. And this is what I meant about this track being chaotic. Ocampo avoiding hitting the wall, which is perfect for him. Headley up into P3. UK Balls in P4 with Adelaide just behind. There's already a huge field spread. So we're going to have a look at the random cameras as BDS is looking to get through it. Oh, Van Horn into the wall. So yeah, he hits the wall. Devendetto hits the wall as well. As we're on the second lap of 17, the drivers are going to have to be careful. Otherwise they'll be done for. Saracchiera down in last with Ultra P21. But how will Ocampo manage through this section? He avoids hitting the wall, but it was a close one there. So it looks like Ocampo's going to be getting the fast lap for now. As across the line, no. Oh, there, Tom Leon gets a fast lap. I just saw that there. Now Headley, UK Ball there, 3rd and 4th. UK Ball on Headley. It's Dragon on Racing Point. As yellow flags in the 1st and 3rd sector, Ocampo hits the wall. But further back, Davey Saracchiera getting into a bit of a tussle with all the other drivers. And as we are into the start of sector 2, drivers are going to have to be extremely careful. Revo into the wall. Sierra into the wall versus Theo also into the wall. Drivers are hitting the wall non-stop. This could give Butler an advantage as he's alongside Revo. And he goes down the inside of Theo, not Revo, sorry. Because Revo is just ahead in the Ferrari. Tom Leon continuing to lead the Mexican GP. As Devendetto in for another stop today. He's going to get back out. Hopefully no issues for him. As Ocampo picks up a second track limits warning. Tom Leon stays out. But for Ocampo, he comes into the pit lane to repair the damage. Thierry Headley stays out, and he is coming down the straight at number 22. He's had a pretty clean race so far. But yeah, this first initial chicane is what ruins the races of a lot of people, and also the stadium section. As speaking of ruining races, Tom Leon hits the wall, also has a penalty for causing a collision. And in the first sector, it's Headley who's went off of virtual safety cars out, and it's the UK ball who's out of this race. We can't see the stricken car, but we do know he's out. The man in third place, now out of this race. That is going to promote Adelaide up into the podium places and BDS into the points. And hey, Devento will gain places from this. However, he's not that far away from being lapped. Now, yes, he does have a quick car than Tom Leon. But it's just a bit funny to see that. As here is Sierra, he gets Bogdasarov. He was held up by Lam Fong, so Bogdasarov is getting past Sierra and possibly Fong as well. We'll soon see, as this is just one very close pack, bumping wheels. Because first Theo and Sierra, James Sarkera in this fight here in P17. However, you really can't be expecting much action. Can't expect the action to last long. But getting a penalty for track limits. It's 3 wide. This is a crazy pack, but I feel there's going to be carnage as they all slow down. Sector 3, something has happened. And track is cleared. But yeah, unfortunately, I broke up the fight that we were seeing. There was one close fight. Rainbow now leading this GP. But of course, it's Mexico, it's chaotic, so you can't predict the winner. As into the wall goes Butler. Unfortunate for him, as Olsen also hitting the wall. Tom Leon passes by. He's been having one hell of a race so far without any issues. And speaking of a person who does have issues, that is Adelaide, who is out of this race. The tyre flipping up in the air. The car's despawned, Sarkera's up into 15th on the fresh medium rubber. Yeah, Mexico, it's not a traditional race. It's a game of survival. That's what Mexico is here, and you've got to understand that. As the VSC is ending once again, we're about to go green. In Mexico, we're underway once again. No, you just gotta take this race calmly. Like, there's no room for error. I'm sure every driver's made at least one error so far this race. Yeah, Rainbow, he's took that section really well. Tom Leon has a 5-second time penalty for track limits. Rainbow comes into the pit lane to make his stop. Tom Leon's staying out. He's got no need to, not stay out. He's got no need to pit. No need at all. Ocampo in P2 with hard tyres. Van Horn picking himself up a penalty. Thierry Headley in P3. So how he managed to get back there, I do not know. As into the wall goes Headley and Ocampo. Someone now extends his advantage out in front. As Sierra Grigorov get past the section. Sierra does it cleanly. Grigorov does not. In the wall goes Lam Fong. Sarkera up into P6. That could soon be P5, as it looks like Fong has got no pace at all down this straight. Cars are going to start flying by, and they do. Grigorov picking up a penalty to cause a collision. That is the reason, as Rainbow, the previous race leader, now in P9 on fresh soft tyres. Now, can he do anything with them before a VSC can come out and ruin the race of him? As now we've actually got a pack returning, which is good because the packs are bringing some incredible racing. As all these people in the pack just fighting, and somehow no collisions, like proper serious collisions, as Tom Leon hits the wall. And Ocampo, he narrowly avoids it. Impressive stuff, but one person who not avoided it is Thierry Headley. And he's out of the race there with the car right in the middle of the track. Sarkera will be taking P4, which has been pretty incredible considering he was all the way down at the bottom part of the grid before. And now he's finding his way up to 5th already, which will soon become 4th in a second. And everyone's 4th as the VSC ends. And we're underway once again. Lap 7 of 17 commences. For Tom Leon, he'll be the first one now to reach the stadium section. So as we're looking here, Tom Leon ran the hairpin. That's the one that tricks people out. He gets around it cleanly, and that's incredible. Ocampo going off wide, losing the grip. Plus, you do not want to be losing grip there. Right behind him, though, is Pablo Sierra in the Renault. There's a more experienced driver getting ahead of Ocampo. He drops P2. Sierra moves up into P2, which is absolutely incredible pace that I'm seeing. It's into the wall. That is Sierra, who's the wrong way around. There is Ocampo on fire. 2 wheels as well, riding the wall. And that is probably the most serious crash we've had today. So we all gonna hope that he's alright, because no one wants to be in a crash like that. Like, literally no one. That's not how you want to end your race. The VSC is ending, but these crashes gotta be studied, honestly. Like, they really do. So yellow flags in the first sector, virtual safety car. BDS is out as well. And it looks like there's a Ferrari there. It's Ultimo, the championship leader, trying to get back on track. It's not working though. It is not working. And he's out as well. Now, Sergio will be happy about that. He will certainly be happy about it. And why? Well, this is going to be crucial for the championship, because as it stands, he will become the new championship leader once again. Which means Ultra will only have 1 race of glory of being championship leader. Yeah, this is not all how they wanted to end down a Ferrari. 1 driver out, the other not even in championship contention, but they're in P7, and they have a 5-second time penalty. Into the pits for the second time today comes Pablo Sierra from softs to softs. So it's safe to say he thinks the softs are a good tire to go on to, probably because there's more grip and you need the grip for the stadium, so yeah. And Eduardo in P11, he is probably going to drop some places here. Also passes by, he's a tractor in the straight line. As coming out to the pits was someone. Yellow flags first sector. Davey Serracchiara involved. The former championship leader for a good 16 races. He's had an incident and Versteer was the wrong way round. And he is out. The car will not budge. That's the Alfa Romeo driver out, who will be going to Toro Rosso next season. Replacing who? Well, we don't know yet. Still being judged, but he is going to go into that team next season. As the BSC ends, we go underway. As Random Farm Corner comes Tom Leon into the pit lane straight away. Adelaide will become the new race leader, assuming they stay out. They should stay out, really. They have at least a lap left of that tyre. And now we are on the 10th lap of today's Grand Prix. Adelaide will take the lead over his Tom Leon onto mediums. David Serracchiara picked up a penalty and he is down to P7, just dropping to P8 there. He seems to have no pace in the straight line. So into the pits, the Brazilian comes, serving the penalty and changing out the soft tyres as it seems. There's still 8 laps of this race to go, so there's going to be at least 1 more stop for him. And he's in for a 2nd stop today. Yeah, Marcus Adelaide is our new race leader. Yellow flag in the first sector. Castro, he has hit the wall, and Damian Castro will not be happy with that one. He's just got to keep that car under control as Sierra moving up ahead of Olsen. And now Sierra is P7. Castro overtaken by Devin Butler. He's found himself back up into a high position. He gets overtaken by Sierra. Sierra is on fire right now in Mexico, using his experience to get past all these people. And yeah, that is just showing a true champion's performance there. Trying to just carve through the field well, specifically the midfield there, as on the flap, Adelaide still leading the way. This is going well for him so far. Butler overtaken by Olsen. Olsen ahead of the Toro Rosso driver. And Marcus Adelaide struggling there, almost hitting the wall, but he does hit the wall again. He comes back, the car snaps back on him as he does hit the wall there. So McLaren, they'll just be a bit nervous with this one because they're going to try for P1. They need to try and secure it. Like, come on, any driver would try and secure a P1, you know that. It also picked up a track limits warning. Taco Van Horn, he is just a bit of a sitting duck right now, as that is... Oh, no, he's not. He's right on Adelaide, actually. Never mind. Ignore that, as Tom Leon also right with them. Taco Van Horn leads the Mexican GP for Toro Rosso. This race is a true showing of the skill and reactions of the drivers. Mexico, it's such a chaotic track, and we all know that. And Adelaide comes into the pit lane. Tom Leon still leading. Tom Leon is second, but he may end up leading soon. Toro Rosso on Red Bull. The Red Bull comes out on top. Dwandell picking up a penalty, and he is all the way down to P8, with his teammate down to P13. As it stands, the gap to the championship will be the same, 2 points for Ultra leading. So Castro in the pits for a second time, save up Daniel Bogdanov. As they're starting their 12 laps, Tom Leon is around halfway through his 12th lap. But yeah, he's completely pulled away from Van Horn. Sierra in third from Marcus Klein and Lam Fong. And Klein's having one hell of a day. He'll be loving it now, as he is right with Sierra. Sierra is ties for 3 laps. They're getting old. They're definitely starting to get old. So yeah, Tom Leon, race leader. Can he get his first win for Red Bull today? Well, I don't want to commentate his ghost happen, so I'm not going to say anything else. As he's heading down the straight, it would be a special thing for Red Bull, but they've got to keep it careful. They've got to keep it clean. They've got one car left in the race. This one car could be a very important car. Now for Van Horn as well, he'll be wishing to do good. And I bet Red Bull will be wishing for him as well to do well. Because the Toro Rosso driver's performances are being monitored. Van Horn really struggling to get the car's grip back, as Sierra can just see all the dust coming, as he has Van Horn right in sight. He should be locked in for this one. Dwandell coming into the pit lane, and he has got medium tyres onto his car fresh. And Dwandell's going to come out ahead. Sam Foxarov, Dwandell will be out the pit in last place. And that is a very, very bad thing to have there, coming out the pit in last place in Mexico. But who knows, with the chaos of this track, something could happen. We don't know. We head on to the 14th lap today. Taco Van Horn still in P2. He's holding on nicely, but he's losing a lot of time every lap. I don't think it's worth him staying at the end. He might have to come into the pit lane. Of course, he's going to drop down the field as a result of it, unfortunately, but it's the safest thing to do. As for Pablo Sierra and Marcus Klein, Sierra will have to come to the pits, otherwise his tyre will start to... Otherwise his tyres may end up bursting. Not definite, but they may. As into the wall goes Van Horn and Sierra. Sierra losing part of his front wing, same thing for Van Horn, as Tom Leon continues to expand on his lead that he's built up. So Sierra, he's also picked up damage along the way as well. And now Lam Fong is catching the Mercedes. Haas on Mercedes is something I never thought I would say, but here I am saying it. Both Haas are a bottom team on this grid. Same for Williams. Renault are a midfield team, and they've managed to win this season in Russia, which was a chaotic race, yes. It's on to the 15th lap. Tom Leon continuing to lead the way as he's heading down this straight. He's just been chilling all race long, really. Same for Van Horn. Yes, he's had some incidents with the wall and stuff, but he has definitely been chilling as he comes in the pit lane. Sierra as well. Revo takes P3. He is still yet to get a podium this season in the Ferrari. He's just never had upgrades, and today could still be his day for a podium. Who knows, as Marcus Adelaide, we never thought we'd see him back in the fight. He is going for P2. He is desperate. He's going for it. Revo into the wall. And also at the wall as well, the opposite side of it, Klein. Yeah, Adelaide, that is coordinated chaos. He went for the move on Revo, knowing Revo would hit the wall. As a result, Klein had to react quickly, then Klein hit the wall. Now Adelaide has a comfortable gap to them two, and he's got P2. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. As round the final corner, Tom Leon is going to start the penultimate lap in on lap 16 in P1. Incredible stuff. Sergio down in P15. This race would have been crucial for the championship for him, but he's managed to not make it work. The wall obviously impacted 200 drivers, and the drivers decided, let's go less aggressive, and it's working out for them. And into the wall goes Tom Leon. With only 2 laps left, he can't be choking like this. If he pits, he will probably still come out P2, unless the gap is big enough. I do not know, I don't think so. As Butler, he is P4 for the Red Bull Toro Rosso team. There is a somewhat even field spread here, all down this back straight. It's pretty nice actually to see. As drivers are managing to avoid the wall. One driver who's not managed to avoid is Klein, whose damage looks worse. I don't know if it was like that before, but it does certainly look a little bit worse. Gorov, they're in a bit of their own fight. Everyone's in their own fights, really. Everyone's just in a singular fight. Honestly, people are changing positions non-stop. Sierra and Gorov, they're changing quite a bit as well, as they're also part of the group. Tom Leon, though, P1, as we enter the final lap of this race. Adelaide comes around the final corner. He is currently on track for a podium for McLaren. McLaren still yet to get a podium. This would be another miracle for that team. But Tom Leon, he hits the wall. He's hit the wall. His tyres are giving way. They're really giving way as they're not going to last that much longer. Not at all. Lam Fong, how he's got into P4, I do not know. Sector 1. Adelaide, I think, has hit the wall this time. Yeah, he's the only other driver in Sector 1 who was near a wall. Revo up into P3. Fong, though, that fasting time penalty is there, and it is going to take him out the points. As into the wall, Fong hits the wall. Van Horn in P5, Devon Butler in P8. And for Tom Leon, it's been a consistent drive. He's done it. He's decided to go less aggressive as everyone else, but he's done it perfectly. Tom Leon wins the Mexican Grand Prix, and he gets his first win for Red Bull. What a performance. Adelaide is going to get McLaren's first podium of the season. Despite the fasting time penalty, it's not enough to offset it. Sergio picking up a penalty there, and that is going to ruin his chances of points. De Benedetto, how he's going to P3, I do not know. But that is one amazing recovery. Van Horn gets P4 for Toro Rosso. Then Revo P5, another solid performance from him. Then it's Olsen, Lanfong, Sierra on track. Then Skugorov, Davey Serkera, who's got 10 seconds of penalties, and Sudwano, Klein, and Bob Sarov. This is absolute chaos, as you can tell. Tom Leon is the winner of today's race from Max Adelaide and Dominic De Benedetto. Oh, what a day for Brazil now for 1-2 for the Brazilian guys on this grid. And with that, we have finished the Mexican GP. The chaos seemed to be resolved mid-race, and yeah, as a result, the drivers were able to have a relatively clean race, still hitting the wall occasionally at turn 3, but we didn't see any more incidents at the stadium, which was a big relief for the safety of the crowd and the drivers. But as a result, Tom Leon is the winner of today's race. So yeah, for that, let's listen to the Brazilian national anthem. So commonly our winner of today's race, Max Adelaide, David Vedel, Van Horn, Revo, Gregorov, Butler, Olsen, Castro, Eduardo Farm, Sierra, Boxarov, Klein, then James O'Kara last place under retirees, with Versio, BDS, Ocabo, Ultra, Headley, Dick Leon, and UK Ball. And with that, we have finished in Mexico. We've got the USA next, many teams having a boost for this race. So yeah, as a result, we'll see you next time, where we might have a bit of an unusual grid order. So yeah, we'll see you next time when F1 Classic returns. Goodbye. See you in the land of freedom.